Hello, everyone. My name is John, a co-founder of the Island Project, and I'm happy to be here. In short, our project is aiming to be a fully on-chain autonomous game built on StarkNet, where no one left behind. So throughout our study, and we have been through the big up game fair in 2021 with the rise of Axie Infinity and StepN and many more, we have observed on the pros and cons of a typical Web3 game has to offer. And we realized that one of the biggest obstacles that make GameFi industry unsustainable is the very high entry fee corresponding with fast and quick reward. Alongside is a not fully on-chain approach and a lack of entertainment game activities that could lead to unsustainable gaming environment. So with these problem waiting to be solved, we came together last year, decided to build the Island World. So the concept of the island is an open world consistent of many different islands. So each island is a unique dynamic NFT that has the ability to change the metadata stored within it, such as season. So as you can see an example here, this is one unique dynamic NFT and it can change into 4 different seasons. And with that type of flexibility to change the metadata, such as season, we can significantly create a lot of in-game activities that potentially help us to adapt and control the fast changing in-game ecosystem in a more sustainable way. Also, each island has a potential to build different small mini game that eventually contribute to the large ecosystem. Currently, we are using Dojo engine on StarkNet and StarkNet Unity SDK to build our mini game, and it actually really can help us to accelerate the process of building on-chain mini game. And by using Dojo and StarkNet Unity SDK, we can help us to widen our in-game activities and is play a crucial factor for a sustainable ecosystem. So our ultimate goal is to build the island become an autonomous world where we encourage small team and project to come and build upon us. So that's the concept of the island, and the big question we want to ask is what make our world ecosystem sustainable. So this is the concept we have been building for the last year come into play. This is called class of the island mechanism. So through the researching class of the island is the concept of we dividing players into 3 different groups depending on their choice corresponding with their financial ability alongside with responsibility for the island world. So the first class is island owner who have supported from the early stage, who have the high financial abilities to own our unique dynamic NFT, and they have big responsibility for the wealth of our world. The second class is ship owner who also have good financial ability to own a ship NFT from marketplace, and they also have responsibility for the success of our in-game activities. And finally is the citizen who is the low financial ability or a person who just wants to experience the game without paying too much money, and they are willing to spend time and effort to thrive through in our world. And they also have big responsibility for the success of our in-game activity. So the rule for our class of the island is very simple. All the players, regardless of their status and financial capacity, they all share responsibilities and reap benefits within the interconnect circle of engagement. So let me give you an example of our very first game, what we call treasure hunting. So treasure hunting is just a very basic, simple click game where we showcase our dynamic NFT application, a fully on-chain game activities, and experimenting our class of the island reward mechanism. So as you can see from here, um, all the player have connected with each other in a certain way. So we start from island lord. They are the powerful people, have financial ability, but they have responsibility to provide living slot for their citizens and the ship owner in return for the living tax. They also have the responsibility to constantly upgrading the island to provide a better environment for their citizens and the ship. And also, island later on can produce material that require citizens to collect it. So they need to recruit the citizen to do their job. Next is the ship owner. Ship owner, they also have the power and responsibility to prepare the ship to set sail on adventure journey, which is the main activities for our very first game. They need to recruit citizens, the more the better, to be the crew member for the journey through our ticket system. And they collect winning reward, share profit for their citizen and island lord. They also have responsibility to keep their ship in a very good condition for better journey experience. And finally is citizens. They're the lower class or the person who don't want to spend too much just to play game. Yet if they are willing to spend more time and effort doing all the in-game activities required by island lord or ship owner, they can get the reward and accumulate it over time and thrive through in our world. So in general, our ecosystem design is a relationship circle that give benefit yet at the same time require responsibility. In this way, we can create an open world game where everyone has to invest a certain thing to maintain their playing status. Hence, no one left behind. And enough of talking. I think I will show with you our very first demo for the treasure hunting game. So as you can see here, we have built a web game by Unity, and we are one of the very first project who successfully deployed the game on web using Unity. And in here is we can connect a wallet on Startnet, uh, play new game. And as you can see, this is the demo of the very first game where we set sail on a journey to explore our world. When we set sail, there will be a countdown time, and every action is a on-chain transaction that requires signature. And you can see from here, our clock is starting to count down to prepare for the journey. And when it sets sail, the ship will move on the direction that you want later on. And the adventure will, the first game you will see, you can move around to see the scenes, the world that we are building. And there's a lot of room still for development. And at the moment, we are currently building it more. So I can see here, there's some empty space, and for latest stage, we will build such a small island, different island with different mini game activities. The next goal is also to build a chat box for people to interact, communicate, and create a good community within this. Yes. So as you can see, there's a lot of empty space that we open room for development later on. And let's end this on a good note. Since we have 1 minute left, we have a trailer of our game that we want to show you so you can understand our work better. Thank you, everyone. This is the last of our presentation.
Okay, thanks, John's presentation. And now we'll have James to raise one questions.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty cool AW game. And actually, I don't have many questions, just one. Could you elaborate more about your tokenomics, currency tokenomics? Because I not quite understand how the people, how the token are
Um,
works
yeah,
in the game. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So our at the moment, our tokenomic is a dual tokenomic model. So we have one main token, and the second one is the reward tokenomic. And the very first one, tokenomic, will be used for the reward system, also as well as the utility. And the second one, token model is, I'm sorry, the first one is using for the main activities, and the second one is utilities for reward system. And all the tokenomic is, as I mentioned, is on required for in-game activity that they need to re-up the token that they earn to reinvest in the game to continue playing it. Because what we realize is that through the pickup game fee in 2021, there's a lot of project that promise really quick and big reward overnight, and we don't, and that could easily lead to unsustainable ecosystem and tokenomic model. So what we're doing here is that we let people play the game, get the reward, but also they have to reinvest it to continue playing the game. Otherwise, they would just stuck in one place and they couldn't increase the reward over time. And also, one of the important note that we need to take into consideration is that the reward should be a progress, not overnight money. So that's the basic rule of our tokenomic model.
Got it. Thank you.